Hey guys, welcome to Gen Z's Jiu-Jitsu Technique of the Week. I have my dear friend and training partner, Eric, here to help me out today. So we've been talking about open guards, spider guards specifically. I want to show you a series from Lasso. So we're going to go over a really basic Lasso sweep and then talk about how to troubleshoot it if I'm not able to use their momentum or they're not giving me pressure for the sweep. And then we're going to talk about a cool bicep slicer. So if I'm here in my position, I'm getting into my spider guard. Okay, here we are. We're talking about stretching them out like a rubber band, elbows in towards the hips. I'm going to bring in my lasso. Really important to stretch the arm, pull it towards me, weave in my lasso, try not to hit your training partner in the face. Pull or bring my foot through so the top of my foot can attach to his lat. And then I'm really setting my elbow to my hip. Okay, so this way, it's not like I'm pulling constantly and tiring out my grips, but this is just like function and form. There's not that much pressure and it's easy for me to hold on to this lasso. So now I'm breaking his posture. I'm bringing my foot across. So now my foot is attached to his hip like a Lego piece and my shin is across his hip. So really basic sweep here. This is gonna work off of Eric coming in to try and smash or pass. Okay, so he's pressuring in. Little tip, we don't really want to necessarily smash this way. The best way to kind of pass the lasso would be going around, but we'll talk about that at a later date. I can either keep the sleeve grip, or when he pressures into my shin, I can switch to his pant grip. Okay, right here at the bottom. Okay, I don't know if you guys will see that or not, but you'll see it in a second. So when he comes in, right, he's gonna come in and I'm not just carrying him this way. So if Eric brings his pressure forward, I'm not gonna just do this. This seems like it's right, his weight's on my shins, but his whole body's not fully on me. I need to do like a little forward shrimp with my hips and get underneath him. So when he comes in, okay, come in, I'm gonna go ahead and shift. Like I tilt a little extra and shift my hips. Now I'm carrying him. He could just sit here and float and hang out all day. Okay, my knees are to my chest, I'm like a ball. Now all I need to do is dump him forward. Boom. So I still have the pant grip. I'm just gonna turn a little bit this way. Perfect. I still have the pant grip or the sleeve, okay, whichever one I have. I'm gonna let go now. So you have to just be careful here. If there's a lot of momentum, I'm gonna come right up into a bicep slicer. And if I'm not allowed to do that, depending on my rank and the tournament I'm doing, or if I just am not aware, it could really hurt my training partner if they don't know how to defend that. So just be cautious. The best way to come up safely is to switch your grip to the far side collar. This creates a great anchor for me to be able to get up. I'm gonna put my hand on the mat. I lift myself on my foot and my hand, just like I'm doing a technical stand-up. And I'm gonna shift my shin and knee across his chest at a diagonal to go to knee on belly. All while I retract this leg safely. I clear it, come in to my nice knee on belly position. I can grab his sleeve, pull it up. I'm nice and anchored. I have this foot out to help me base. I'm connected to his hip so that way if he moves, he's carrying my weight, right? Versus keeping my foot in the floor. If I keep my foot in the mat and he moves, he's moving solo, and that kind of defeats the purpose of knee on belly, okay? If you do want to attempt you can stay laying down, the bicep slicer here, I would just still grip this lapel. I'm bringing my chest to control. You can also hold this sleeve, whatever you prefer, but my chest is gonna kind of sandwich his arm, and I'm gonna bring this knee, instead of the foot, knee to the mat, and then I'm just gonna nice and easy, bring my knee to the mat and think of your shin as an ice cream scooper. I'm scooping out his bicep, having some of his bicep. So we're gonna just come forward and there it is, okay? My butt should stay heavy on the mat. I'm not lifting my butt up. It's gonna take pressure off. So the next option is when I can't rely on him coming forward. So let's actually turn a little bit this way. So we're here, I have my lasso, right? My shin is across. So what I'm gonna do here, Eric knows, he's like, nope, I'm not coming forward, right? So he's gonna relax at his base, posture back, exactly. So I need to still keep this knee open, right? We're not bringing this down so he can smash, right? He's gonna get into a nice weave pass there. But what I wanna do is I wanna get up on my knee, my shoulder, and my head, okay? I'm gonna create like a little tripod. My knee has to stay in between his two knees, and it needs to go straight up and down. Otherwise, I'm gonna fall. I need a strong base here. I'm still gonna hold the sleeve. I need the sleeve grips for this. So I'm gonna just use him, and I'm gonna get up, spearing my knee up and down. I'm up on my shoulder, and I'm up on my head. Now I have this shin across his chest and shoulders, just like a knee shield. Okay, that's the lasso leg. And now what I need to do here, I need to stay close, because if I'm too stretched out, it's gonna be hard to catch him when I'm in the sweep. I also need to pull his sleeves towards me. As I do that, I attach to him, and it's gonna create a better push-pull. So if Eric doesn't resist when I push him, if I'm here, I can push him, I can just get the sweep and come up, which is probably not likely to happen, but it's a possibility, right? So we're here, I'm banking on his reaction. So I come up, my foot here is still attached, okay? So I'm up here, I'm gonna push him, but I need to pull those sleeves towards me. I'm gonna push him. As I push him, I come back, I catch, and dump. And then I can switch to my nice knee on belly. Okay, so I can't, and just without my partner real quick, I'm getting up just like this, okay? This leg on the bottom, I can't be tilted, and I can't have this leg stretched out too far, because then when he pushes back in, it's gonna be really hard to get like a ball and catch him. So I need my knee in, and then I give him a push, he comes back in, and I'm ready to load him, because I'm just like a ball. Now, next option is, we're giving you all different angles here today, is if Eric passes, okay? So if Eric is gonna bring his hand to my knee and slide it through, he's gonna wanna come in, right? And just get head control, side control, nice and heavy pressure, hoping that ultimately I'm gonna have to let go of my lasso. So, two little variations here. We're gonna go for this bicep slicer. So if Eric commits, I need to just make sure I bring my hand through. So come in and commit. I can wave to you guys, you can see me. Great. So I'm like, go ahead, pass. I'm gonna grab the tricep. I'm gonna pull it down towards me. Now I'm gonna triangle my legs. I was always taught where you can bring the hand on top of the other hand to keep it in front of the knee and pull down. If someone's arm is a little more slender, I prefer this sleeve grip because I feel like they can slide out. So what I'm doing now is just, this is the icing on the cake detail. Open the knee, okay? I'm not just driving the shin down towards the floor yet. I'm gonna open the knee, and I might even get a tap there. I open, and then I drive the shin, and there's the tap, okay? So I'm just opening up that knee, and then bringing it down. If my partner like passes really quickly and I don't have time to get my arm in and he comes in, right, to flatten me out, I can transition to getting a nice bite on the near side arm. I gotta give props to Ben Lee, one of our students and coaches who really likes this movement. And it's a great option, especially like I said, if I'm not quick enough to get my hand through, right? Or if I'm here in this position and Eric kind of starts posturing and isn't really like controlling the head. If he's not controlling the head, that's what's kind of reliance on the first one, but if he's not controlling, I can always just come back to my guard, right? So if he really wants to commit the pass, he's probably gonna be putting a lot of pressure. But I can come in and bite, so I just over wrap on the shoulder. You could also potentially threaten the razor arm lock, but I'm just biting over the shoulder, keeping the sleeve grip, triangling, everything's the same. Open the knee, and then I'm gonna go ahead with my bicep slicer. So you could tell, even that one is almost a little tighter than I think the first one. What do you think, Aaron?
A little tighter.
A little tighter? It's great. So I hope you guys enjoy. Any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll be coming back at you next week. Thanks, Eric.